Hello friends, so today I have a little tutorial and I haven't done a tutorial in such a long time. I was really wanting to get this book box die, but I was like, you know what, I think I can make it. So I decided to just go ahead and make this little book box, and I want to share with you guys how I made it and the dimensions and everything. And it's so easy. You do not need a die for this super easy book box Memdex card holder. So let me show you really quick. I used Forever Fields that I got from Michelle. Thank you so much, friend. I won it in one of her challenge giveaways. So she sent me the Forever Fields and several other collections, but I love playing with this one here. So cute. And as you can see, I'm already starting to use all the little goodies you guys have sent me for my birthday challenge, which is still open until May 30th, post date. So yes, guys, look at this. I did stitch in this front panel, and I did like a simple layering that I just love how it looks. I didn't stitch on the other panels because I got a little lazy, but the front one I made sure I did. And then right here I punched a tiny little hole so it can fit my little light bulb pin. And look at this beautiful wired wrap bee that I got for my birthday challenge as well. And then this little tiny little puncher I did get from Hobby Lobby. And I got it specifically because, you know, I need something nice. Instead of poking it with the pokey tool, because, you know, sometimes it bends and wrinkles, I just wanted to buy this little tiny little hole punch. Okay. And this little box opens up like a book. I may want to put some pockets here so I can maybe add some goodies. I added this little wood flagpole. Look at how cute that is. And you could also open it from this side. So the book box stands like this. You could also glue it on two sides and just have it open like this. But I explained that with the tutorial that I'm going to do after I show you this little project share. Okay, so in this little box is the inside is 4.5 wide by 2 inches tall. So it comfortably fits a standard size Memdex card with like the little embellies sticking out a little bit. So I just made this little Memdex card just to kind of show you guys where you can just keep it here. Okay. And then right here, I added some blank Memdex cards that are ready for you to embellish. I didn't stick them together because if you want to sew first, you can sew the paper first and then you can glue it on top of the heavyweight cardstock. There are there's 4 of these here. Okay. And they are so cute. This is supposed to be kind of like centered right there with just a tiny bit of the black showing. Okay. So cute. So yes, guys, if you want to stay tuned and watch how I build this little book box, please just keep watching. Get out a pen and paper so you can write down the dimensions. I also mentioned in the book box that I did forget to cut a inner spine, but I went ahead and did that off camera and I glued it in there. But there's so much you can use this for. You can use this for embellishments, you can use it for candy, you can use it for any kind of goodies, but it's made for your little Memdex cards. Okay, so please stay tuned, and like I said, make sure you get a pen and paper so you can write down the dimensions and you can give this a try. If you do, please tag me on Instagram at Memdex Obsessed or on my YouTube at Cottage Roses Papery. It also comes out as Anna's Wonderland because that was my original YouTube name. It's kind of stayed that way, but Cottage Roses Papery. So thank you guys for watching and enjoy the little tutorial, and give it thumbs up, and please leave a comment if you are going to try this little box. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so I have all my papers cut out here. So I am going to go over the measurements. So you're going to need 111 by 4.5. This is going to be your book. Let me just show you. Let me show you my my mock one. Okay, that's gonna be this one. 11 by 4.5, and then I'll let you know where you're gonna score, because we're gonna score them together. Okay, and then your inner box, which is this one here. This one's gonna measure 8.5 by 6 inches. Okay. And then your closure, your little belt, this is optional. You don't need a closure, but I'm just going to do one. This is 5 inches by 1.5. And then your little tab, that's where it's going to slide in, your little buckle. Okay? And then you're going to need your matting paper, which is, you're going to need 2. Oh, I just cut one of the spine, but you're going to need 2 of the spine, 4.5, I'm sorry, 4 1/4 by 1 3/4. So you're going to need 2 of those. And then you're going to need 4 of the squares, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay. And then your matting for the box, the inside of the box, you're going to need 2 1 3/4 by 4 1/4, and this is going to be for like your side paneling here. Okay, and 1 3 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 for the tip here. You could do these a little bigger if you want, or you can do them exactly, but since I'm using a cardstock, heavyweight cardstock, I don't need to like double layer. Okay, so let's go ahead and score our book. So you're going to get your 11-inch paper, and you are going to score at 4.5. Where is my 4.5? Okay. Then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to score at 4.5. And this should give you a 2-inch spine. So we're gonna crease it really good. And also, before you mat your box, if you're gonna sew on it, go ahead and sew on your panels first. I did just on the front cover here. Hold on, I think I cut these a little bit too big. Okay, so here is our little book right here. And now we're gonna move to the box. Okay, so this one, this is your 8.5 by 6. Okay, so on the 8.5 side, we are gonna score at 2 inches. Then we're gonna flip it, and we're gonna score at 2 inches again. Okay, And then we are gonna flip it this way and we're gonna score at 2 inches. So on 2 inches and on all 4 sides, okay? Okay, we're gonna fold it. This is very thick cardstock. It's 120-pound cardstock. Okay, I think we scored on all of them. Okay, now we are gonna just cut. We're gonna cut this little like triangular slit here. Okay, just like that. So you want to cut straight, and then your sideway, your little triangle, do it on the outer. Okay. Okay, and this is our little box. Okay. Perfect. Oh, it's so cute, so easy. Now, with this box, you have the option to either glue it like this, or just glue it in the middle, or glue it both in the middle and on the spine. So you can just open like this. So you would only need 2 panels. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to glue the box together first. I guess it doesn't matter which way you want to glue it. You can put this in the middle and then glue it like this too if you want. I just think it looks neater if you glue these 2 first, and then this one just goes on top. And this is going to fit your Memdex cards, your standard width of 4 inches. Actually, maybe a little more. 4.5 inches. And then your height can really be any height. Okay, so let's add our matting. Okay, this is my back. Now remember, you guys can do your decorative stitching before you mat it. You can also do your decoration first and then. But I just wanted to show you guys how to make this little book box so easy without a die. Okay, turn it. This would be cute to do some French knots. Or some sequins. Now I didn't cut a spine here, but that's okay. Okay, let's do this really quick. So again, if you're just gonna do this, you don't really need 2 panels, but I think it looks cuter with the glued in the middle. Okay, panel there. Panel there. Okay, now we're going to glue the box to the base. You want to have it on a flat, even surface. Okay. Want a little belt here. I kind of like how it looks here, but I'm just gonna put a, let me see if this one is for, I think this one is wider. Okay, this is your standard one. And that's gonna go there. Look at how cute and how easy this little box is. Adorbs. Adorbs. So I am gonna just repeat the little measurements so you can write them down. I'm gonna try to be as clear as possible. Okay, so you are gonna need one 11-inch by 4.5 inch. Okay, you're gonna need one 8.5 by 6. Okay, your matting pieces, you're gonna need 4 of the 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Now you could adjust those to, if you want to cover the whole thing, you can adjust to that, which is like about 4.5 by 4.5. If you want to just cover the whole thing, okay? So you're gonna need 4 of those. You're gonna need 2 of your spines for the outside and the inside, if you want the inside, and that measures 4 1/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, and then 4 1/4 by 1 3/4, your spine. Your box matting, you're gonna need 2 4 1/4 by 1 3/4. And you're gonna need 1 of the 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, if you're gonna want a belt for the closure, it's a 5-inch by 1.5, and you're gonna score at 2 and at 4. Okay, and you're gonna need the little buckle, which is a 1 by 2. This is optional, but I decided not to do it. Okay, so now on your book box, on the actual book, you're gonna score at, on the 11-inch side, you're gonna score at 4.5. Then you're gonna turn it and you're gonna score at 4.5 again, and that should give you a 2-inch spine. Okay, on your box, on the 8.5 side, you're going to score at 2 inches. You're going to turn it to the 6, score at 2 inches. You're going to turn it again, 2 inches, and you're going to turn it again, 2 inches. So 2 inches on all sides, okay? And then you're going to cut on the long side. You're going to put your paper at the 8.5 side, okay? Or actually on this, on the 6.5 side, okay? And you're going to cut little slits right here on the sides, just up to the line, okay? So it should look like 3 little flaps. And then that's how you can create your box. Like this. Or like this. And then this flap goes on top, okay? And then you glue it inside. You can glue it like this. You can just glue it in the middle, or you could do both in the middle and on the back and just have one flap. And this should fit comfortably a Memdex 4 inches wide. And the height could be whatever height you want. Okay? So yes, guys, I hope you guys like these little measurements I gave you. I hope you guys have fun. There's so many things you can do. You can make an embellishment box. But because I love Memdex cards, I wanted to do one, and I did not want to buy another die when I knew I could make this pretty easy. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Thanks. Bye.